entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled How to Use Low-Cost, High-Impact Promotional Strategies, just like the big boys and girls do, to strategically pad your bank account for less money. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular video is going to focus on one of the most powerful promotional strategies in use today by any serious small business owner and or service provider, and believe it or not, the big time retailers as well. In fact, speaking of big time retailers, we're going to say, let's take a company like Best Buy. This particular strategy they're going to utilize every time they give a grand opening. Take a look at this. We're going to say that Best Buy, from now on, when they have those raging fanatical fans about to enter the store, they're going to now create what's called the First 1,000 VIP Customers Club. And obviously, from the name, it's pretty self-explanatory. But stop and think about this now. It doesn't have to be the first 1,000. If you're a small business, you could either use your first 50 or your first 100. But the point is, you start this infinity club, because if you're just opening your store, you're eventually going to have your first customer, your first 10, your first 100, your first 1,000. In the case of Best Buy, a huge retailer, then obviously they're going to do a lot more business, so they're going to create this unique club of their first 1,000 VIP customers. And here's how this is going to work. Here's benefit number one. They get a special VIP discount card that's laminated, and they receive 20% off their purchases for the entire year. Plus, anytime they buy an item that's already on sale, they get an additional 10% off. Now stop and think about this. Somebody's going to get 20% off no matter what. Plus, they're going to get an additional 10% off when they come in and buy something that's on sale. Do you think they're going to come in more often, entrepreneur? You better believe it. And at the end of the year, what do they get to do? For a lousy $2 or some really minuscule price, they get to laminate this card all over again. Because remember, they'll always be one of the first 1,000 customers going forward. That'll never change. So here's benefit number two. They get a special VIP text message alert anytime a product is being discontinued or put on clearance. Now stop and think about that. Ahead of the general public, and ahead of the ads and this sort of thing. Here's benefit number three. Since their laminated card has their birthday on it, they automatically get 30% off if they come in on their birthday. Plus, they get a $10 credit from the food court. Now, they don't get cash back, but let's suppose they buy something and it comes out to $14.22 at the food court. Well, they only pay that difference above the $10, in this case, $4.22. Here's benefit number four. They can buy any DVD at Best Buy's actual cost. Now stop and think about this. Because they're one of these 1,000 VIP customers, they can come in for the whole year, or each year if they renew the card, and they get to buy these DVDs at cost. So you may say for life. You think they'll buy more often? You better believe it. And finally, here's benefit number five. They get 20% off the food court. And again, when they come in on their birthday, they get a $10 credit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is only for the first 1,000 customers. In this case, this is Best Buy. That's why we're using the figure of 1,000. Your business, it might be 50 or the first 100. Because those people are always going to be your first 100. But the point is, they're going to be yapping it up with their friends and all over social media to create this buzz around being in this infinity club. That's unique. And that's what you want. Because even though nobody else can be, in other words, the 100, if you have a 100 first VIP 100, or I'm sorry, first 100 customers VIP club. Customer number 101, even though they can't be in the club, they might still want to buy that laminated card and get 15% off every year. That's what you're trying to do. So this beats, I hope you see, this beats just running ads and doing that sort of stuff. Because everybody's going to want in those. And you could do some really cool stuff like send them a text message and say, hey, you come into the store, and as long as you spend over X amount of dollars, say $50, somebody's going to win $1,000 flat screen television that day. That's the kind of stuff they could do. And believe me, when somebody wins that television and it's sitting in their house, or they win that whatever it is, they're going to let their friends know about it. You better believe it. So, entrepreneur, on that note, for those of you who want to discover how you can add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customers or clients, then you need to grab that free 9-page special report. And all you have to do to get it is go to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Looking forward to being with you again next time on the Marketing Minute.